What's going on, you guys? So, Kell Brook, as we know, he's been preparing for Terrence Crawford, the welterweight showdown this upcoming November. Now, Kell Brook, a lot of people are writing him off. A lot of people feel that he has no chance. And even his own trainer, Dominic Ingle, his long-time trainer, don't really want no part of it. Says he has other fighters to train. Now, you would think that, and they claim they're on good terms, but you would think that if he's your longtime trainer, I know they had some little ups and downs or whatever, but if that's your longtime trainer and this is likely going to be one of your last fights, you'll think that he will kind of, be there with him. Maybe Dominic Ingle was tired of throwing in a towel for Kell Brook. Okay? But a lot of people ain't giving him no chance. He split up with his longtime promoter, Hearn. I seen an article here, and I'm going to read some of it to you guys. This is pretty interesting, man. Kell Brook is going through some shit, and that's probably why this fight took so long to officially get made. But it says here, Kell Brook has launched an attack on former promoter Hearn and Sky Sports. After revealing he removed longtime promoter Hearn from his team and negotiated directly with Bob Arum at Top Rank to secure a fight with WBO welterweight champion Terrence Crawford on November 14th. So he pretty much on some free agent contractor type shit. Like, now he's just kind of floating around. He may got a little deal with Top Rank or something. Hearn ain't even got nothing to do with it. I wonder why. Brook revealed he no longer responds to Hearn's messages after it became apparent to him that their friendship did not mean as much to Hearn and the promoter was more interested in money. And I said years ago that Eddie Hearn don't really care about Kell Brook. Why? Because he wouldn't have threw him in there with Triple G like that. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have put Kell Brook in there with Triple G like that. He would have made sure Kell Brook got that Amir Khan fight. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. The former IBF welterweight world champion also questioned why Sky Sports will not show his fight with Crawford, but are willing to put up fights such as Alexander Usyk, Derek Chisora, and Alexander Povetkin White on pay-per-view. So he's wondering why these fights, not even title fights, but they pay-per-view. Kell Brook can't even get on the telecast, can't even get broadcasted. Man. Brook also revealed he is not working with career-long trainer Dominic Ingle for the bout, but emphasized that the pair are still on good terms. Ingle preferred to remain in Sheffield training other fighters and was unwilling to travel during the pandemic, whilst Brook chose to hold training camp in Spain, where he has been for the last few months. Brook states he will be trained by Carlos Fermento for the bout. So he don't have his longtime trainer Dominic Ingle, and maybe Ingle just tired of throwing in that damn towel. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Eddie Hearn and Ingle don't want Kell Brook going back down to 147, going up in there against a guy like Terrence Crawford. They probably think it is suicide. You know what I'm saying? That's probably they're not going to come out and say that publicly, but that's likely what they're thinking. A lot of people writing Kell Brook off in this fight, and the boxing fan in me, who always likes to root for the underdog, is kind of rooting for Kell Brook, even though I'm a big Bud fan. You know what I'm saying? But I like to see the underdog shine. The odds seem like they stacked against Kell Brook, even more so than before. All Eddie Hearn had to do, this is a quote, all Eddie Hearn had to do was get on the phone and call Uncle Bob. But he was more interested in earning to Bob. I don't understand what that means. End quote. That's what Kell Brook said. So I don't know what that means right there, to Bob. But that's probably some UK slang or something. You guys got to leave that shit in the comment section. He was more interested in signing books. Eddie Hearn has a new book coming out that was happening with Eddie Hearn. I got him out of jail with the Golovkin fight with the pay-per-view slot. I saved the day again. I've always been a Sky Sports fighter, and I've been in with Porter, Spence, and Golovkin. I've had some amazing nights with Sky Sports. I want to give back to the fans that subscribe to Sky Sports. My fans want to see me fight against the pound for pound king, Crawford. So Kell Brook is pretty upset that Sky Sports won't even pick up this fight. That's pretty crazy, man. You know, you figure that, you know, they kind of fiending for some fights. And even if it's a losing effort by Kell Brook, even though people feel that he has no chance, you would still think that they would show that on, you know, Sky Sports, but they not. Eddie is having these pay-per-view fights. This is quote, Kell Brook. Eddie Hearn is having these pay-per-view fights with not even a title on the line. Chisora, Usyk, White, Povetkin, those are good fights, but Brook Crawford, come on, man. That's a big fight with the welterweight world title up for grabs. The Sky Sports viewers are more than entitled to expect to be able to see that fight. Brooks said that he will reveal the UK broadcaster for the bout sometime in the coming week. So he do got somebody to broadcast the fight over there in the UK. I wonder who it could be. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't Sky Sports. He's no longer with Eddie Hearn. You know, he cut ties with Eddie Hearn. Really, really. But I respect Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still going to see this thing through. He could have kind of found a way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like most dudes probably would have, like most UK dudes. No shade, none, but I'm just saying, like a lot of them dudes be on some funny shit over there. And Kell Brook, he could have just slithered his. This was the door for him to kind of run out through the back, and he said, "Nah, I want this." You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect that. And I wonder why the UK fans don't love Kell Brook. Don't show Kell Brook no love. Truth be told, he only lost against Golovkin, which was a dumb fight. He did good for the time he lasted, but it was a dumb fight. Then he goes right down like 6 months later and fights Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Cuts all the way back down to 147. You know what I'm saying? Fights Errol Spence Jr. He only lost against 2 guys. You know what I'm saying? 2 of the top guys. And people kind of write him off. Now they say he's 34 years old. You know, he can't make the weight no more. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We got to see. He's been training. He looked like he's been in shape this whole time. He knows that Crawford was likely going to be his next fight. So the dude's been preparing for months. So I'm not really trying to hear that weight excuse. He seemed like he's disciplined himself and he's being prepared for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, I'm expecting a good fight. I know a lot of people may not give Crawford credit for this. You know, they say Kell Brook is 34, well, Crawford's 33. You know, they say Kell Brook can't make the weight. Well, if he makes the weight, then what's up? You know, they say he may not go 6 rounds. Well, what if he ended up, you know, fighting and it's the 8th round? You know what I'm saying? So we never know what's really going to happen. Only way I can say about this fight, the way I see it, is I'm going to just see how Crawford looks. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going to be watching Kell, but we expect Bud to win this fight. So I'm going to be looking at him and grading his performance, basically. You know what I'm saying? See how he look against a big, strong welterweight who only lost against Errol Spence Jr. and Triple G. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, coming off a 3-fight winning streak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the only guy that's available for Bud. And I'm just surprised that the UK ain't really riding with Kell Brook like that. You know what I'm saying? They love AJ, but they don't show Kell Brook no love. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.